Hello and welcome to Mr. Wiley Teaches Math. Today we're going to talk about adding fractions. When we're adding fractions, very first thing we want to ask ourselves is, do we need to make mixed numbers improper? And the answer to that is no. If we have mixed numbers, we're going to leave them as mixed numbers. Do we need to find the lowest common denominator for addition? Yes, we do. And do we need to reduce our final answer into lowest terms or simplest form? Yes, we do. Okay, so let's take a look at our very first one, 2/3 plus 4/5. The problem with just trying to add this is I have to visualize 2/3 and 4/5, and it's different. The shapes are divided into different amounts. I kind of find that hard to do. For me to do this, the very easiest thing is to find a common denominator, a number on the bottom that's the same. So 3 and 5 are the numbers I'm going to look at. I'm going to find a multiple of those that's equivalent to each. So we've done this before where we lifted out multiples and we said where's the first number that they share that's the same. So let's do that for 3 and 5. So we have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 5, 10, 15, 20. First number that was common, lowest common multiple, that's going to be our lowest common denominator, is 15. So we're going to make those our new denominators for both fractions. So I've taken the shapes and I divide them both into 15 now. So to go from 3 and get to 15, I multiplied by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to do the same to the top. 2 times 5 is 10. So 2/3 and 10/15. Those are equivalent fractions. Okay, 4/5. To go from 5 to 15, I multiply by 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to do the same to the top. 4 times 3 is 12. Now I've divided the shapes into the same amount into 15s. And that's going to stay the same. I'm going to keep it as 15 and see how many I have in total. 10 plus 12 is 22. I have 22 of 15. Okay, almost there. I've combined them now, but it still is an improper fraction. And I want to get this into lowest terms. Anytime that I have a fraction that's improper, I know it's not in lowest terms. The number on top is larger, so I'm going to have to reduce. To do this, it's kind of a division question in my head. How many times does 15 go into 22? It goes in once. And if I do the subtraction, 7. So I'm going to do 1 and 7/15. 1 and 7/15. Okay. So 1 and 7/15 is in lowest terms. I know that because 7 is a prime number. So 7, 14, 21. I didn't say 15. Okay, I'm done. Right. Okay. Let's add these mixed numbers. 2 and 1/4 plus 1 and 1/5. I don't want to make these improper. So I'm going to keep my whole numbers. I'm going to keep them out separate. They're not going to factor into anything I do at the very first step. Then I'm going to look at 4 and 5. And I'm going to find a common denominator, lowest common multiple for 4 and 5. So I could do 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20, and find out the lowest common multiple for each of those is 20. All right, to go from 4 to 20, I multiply by 5, so I'm going to do the same to the top. I get 5/20. So those two numbers are equivalent fractions. And to get there, I multiply by 4, so I get 4. So these two are equivalent fractions. Now my denominators are the same. I'm going to add my numerators. I'm going to add my whole numbers. So let's add the whole numbers. 2 plus 1 is 3. Add the numerators. 5 plus 4 is 9. And I keep the denominator the same. 3 and 9/20. 9 is not prime. What can I reduce it by? I can reduce it by 1, 3, and 9. Okay, the only thing that really makes sense is divide by 3. And 20 doesn't divide by 3. I think I can say this is in lowest terms. All right, 5/9 plus 2 and 1/6. So I have a mixture. I have just a regular fraction, and I have a mixed number. So 6 and 9. I'm going to have to think about what's my lowest common multiple. 6, 12, 18, 24, 9, 18. Okay, there's my lowest multiple. So I'm going to make my new denominators to be 18. 9 times 2, so I'll do the same to the top. 6 times 3 to get to 18, so I'll do the same to the top. Alright, so let's add the whole numbers. I get nothing and a 2. So 0 plus 2 is 2. 10 plus 3 is 13. 13/18. Okay, 13 is kind of nice. It's prime. So I don't have to think about reducing it. I have to think about its multiples, 13, 26, 39, Did not say 18, so I'm in lowest terms. All right, and the last one, 3/5 plus 2/3. So 3 and 5. I've already done that up there. I know my common denominator is 15. So I'll set it up like that. Times 3 times 5. End up with 9/15 plus 10/15. So I can keep the 15th the same. 9 plus 10 is 19. This looks like an improper fraction, larger number on top, which means I have to do my fraction. How many times does division? How many times 15 go into 19? Goes in once. 4 left over. So I'm talking about 1 and 4/15. 1 and 4/15. 4 can divide by 2, but 15 can't, so I'm pretty sure I'm in lowest terms. So that's adding fractions. Anytime we had mixed numbers, we kept them as mixed numbers. We didn't change them to improper. We found the lowest common denominator. We reduced to lowest terms. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check the class website for additional notes and assignments.